Henry Mertens writes, "Hi AMC, do you like the movie Space Jam, and is there any news on the possible sequel? Thanks."
Well, go ahead, start this one off.
That is just not what I expected in any way, shape, or form. I think there were rumblings that they were developing a sequel, or there was something going on, but personally, I don't see it ever happening. Or if it's going to be a sequel, it will be called something else. But
tell me rumblings.
No, but wasn't there something that not too long ago?
There was.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not completely off base on this.
There was. They were working on a Space Jam 2 for a while, and it just fell apart.
But I mean, I think that it's important, and a lot of people forget that like 95% of the things that we cover are never going to get made. They're just stuck in development hell. So I remember enjoying Space Jam for what it was. I never have to see it again. But
like Tusk.
There we go. But there's a lot of movies I'd like to see a sequel to prior to Space Jam.
Like Who Framed Roger Rabbit Part 2. You know?
Dick Tracy Part 2.
Yeah, there's a lot of Part 2s I want to see before Space Jam Part 2. I'm not waiting for it. In fact, I remember just like, yeah, I am. I've got 5 posters in I just look at them all the time. This poster's better than this one. What about the one above me? That's
Shampoo is better.
Yeah, Space Jam, come on. I don't know.
I'm in the same boat. Like, I think I enjoyed it for what it was as well, but I don't really care about a sequel.
Who are we going to team Bugs Bunny up with this time from basketball?
John Schnapp.
Dunk. I don't get it.
What's next, Ashley?
Travis Lynch writes, "Hey AMC, would it be a letdown for you if they did not go with the red suit for Deadpool?"
Oh yes, it would be a major letdown. That is a signature suit, and that's what I want. Gentlemen?
Yeah, he should definitely not be wearing the red suit. They should change him completely, and maybe sew his mouth shut. What? No, it should be the red suit. Come on.
Yeah, it's the red suit.
Next.
J.R. Real writes, "Who needs to be the first Batman villain in Ben Affleck's standalone film? Me personally, I want to see Penguin."
Yeah, I mean, we talk about this as well. I mean, Batman's villains are the most incredible, and they're not going to do Joker for a while, obviously following Heath Ledger. So I do think Penguin would be a good mix. I would be interested to see who they got after Danny DeVito, you know, to play that role. So I'd be curious. Riddler's another really good one. I mean, there's a lot of good ones that they could bring back for this generation because those villains were so different in those films, specifically, you know, Burton and just like that world. So I would be curious to see with Ben Affleck's tone, which I feel like is going to be more similar to Nolan's, where it's going to be more grounded in reality and all of that. And I just love him as a filmmaker. So I do think that Penguin would be a good place to start, possibly. Is there someone you guys would rather see? Or
for me, I'd rather see Black Mask. Or maybe even Clayface, not the clay creature Clayface, but the original like 1940s Clayface where he just wore a mask, Phantom of the Opera style. I don't want to see Scarecrow again. That was a question that was earlier in the week because he was in all 3 of Nolan's. Riddler would be cool for me too. But yeah, I mean, I don't think they have to start off right away with a Joker. I'd like leave him, maybe bring him like they did with the Dark Knight as the second one, or leave him for the third. You know.
Yeah.
This is going to sound crazy, but I wouldn't mind seeing an original villain or an original character in the movie. And I mean, as you stated, it is going to be taking place. You have to look at Man of Steel as the template for the universe that they're creating, grounded in science, how you can justify everything that's happening, and that's how the Ben Affleck Batman movie is going to be, grounded in real-world technology. And I think that it would be very interesting to see an original character, someone who's trying to get under the skin of Batman, you know, a Riddler-type character, but it doesn't have to be the Riddler. And I like the idea of planting some select Easter eggs towards what's going to be obviously future installments. But I wouldn't mind seeing something original.
Yeah. Couldn't be bad. I am a little disappointed that they didn't utilize Two-Face a little more because I did like Aaron Eckhart in that, but I don't feel like they developed the storyline as much as I would have liked to see. But yeah, original could be interesting, but they do have such an amazing armory to select from, so whew, I'm excited. All right, 2 more.
All right, Lucas Novo writes, "When will we see a new Three Musketeers movie?"
I don't know, but the last one was not good, so I haven't heard any rumblings.
Oh, it's the 12th of never. The 12th of never.
I think, isn't there a Three Musketeers show on the BBC right now?
I have no idea.
I think there's something like that airing in the BBC. So I think that if you're hungry for the Three Musketeers right now, it's on TV. And feature film wise, it's going to probably be a little bit, or watch some of the.
Are you hungry for a Three Musketeers?
I'm okay.
Product placement.
I'm okay not having one anytime soon.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Snickers.
I think that's across the board. All right, let's end on a really good one.
All right, Sebastian Culligan writes, do you think Django Unchained could possibly get a sequel film? The rumored team up with Zorro seemed very interesting.
I mean, I love it. I love that idea because I love Django Unchained. I thought it was incredible. But we know that, Tarantino is doing another Western, so it's definitely not going to happen anytime soon. And I feel like he's said this before, that he's more interested in pursuing other original content than doing sequels. Yeah. And I'm okay with that. More incredible, crazy characters from his brain. So I'm really into that. But does it lend itself for more adventures? Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's they're doing the Django and Zorro in the comic book world. So, and Tarantino's 100% behind it. So why not expand the brand, so to speak, in comic books? That's fine. I can't wait for the Hateful Eight. They're doing pre-pro right now. I'm so happy that he's making that.
Me too. Thank God he got over the bruised ego. Like, I get it from an artistic standpoint, but we want it.
I wasn't really that worried that he wasn't going to make Hateful Eight. He wrote a script and he put all that time and energy in. It's very rare, especially if he liked it, that he's just going to drop it. I think he was just angry. But anyway, what's interesting is I often like sequels to a lot of stupid movies and a lot of properties, but I've never thought of a QT film getting a sequel. I've just never been in that boat.
Kill Bill?
Well, that was done as a double.
Yeah.
That was one movie.
It was, but technically it was released as,
Yeah, but it was always conceived as one big film. What I'm saying is I've never thought, like, I love Pulp Fiction, but I've never thought, man, I need to get a sequel to Pulp Fiction. Yeah. It's just his characters and universe are sort of perfect standalone films. But I don't need a sequel to Django. Comic book is fine. He's such an amazing filmmaker that I would much prefer seeing new characters and new situations.
You know what? If Django made an appearance in The Hateful Eight, I wouldn't be mad at it. That would be kind of cool. It is in the West. I don't know if there's a time difference, but maybe that won't happen. But I wouldn't be mad at stuff like that. I know he wrote the Vega Brothers, and that was like a script, or I don't know if it was a finished script or just an idea, but that was going to be Michael Madsen and John Travolta. They were supposed to be brothers, and he was going to bridge the worlds of Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs with that. That never happened. I know it. They all wanted to do it back in the late '90s. That didn't happen. So I don't think he's against doing something in the same world, but not a sequel. So.
I would love if they just threw him in there. That would be
that'd be cool.
Well, you can look up on the Google how many Easter eggs are in QT films. There's a ton of them that connect, but it's just not connected in. Although I think there's character connections in some of the films.
It feels that way.
Yeah.
I really hope they still re-release Kill Bill to play as one film in the theaters, because I would be really, really into that.
I heard that they are going to do
that.
They
were planning on
and they
it.
expanded that animated section, and the animators actually finished out the 2 minutes. So it's like there's this whole longer section.
I'm gonna go out on a ledge and predict, the major prediction. Quentin Tarantino now owns, well, he's owned for 7 years the New Beverly in LA. He is installing 35mm projection. He is going to be loading up all he's doing all the programming.
Right.
And I would imagine a betting man that he would probably show
The Whole Bloody Affair?
The Whole Bloody Affair there at some point. And look, I mean, I would go out in a heartbeat to go see that, and I'm sure a ton of his fans would show up. And if he did like a 2-week limited engagement, it'd be a madhouse.
Dude, I would camp out for that.
I know. That's crazy. Do it, Tarantino.
Do it.
Stop playing around with your movies. Get this thing done.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.